I heard a lot about reincarnation, but how that could be, how one can believe in reincarnation. Do you think it exists? And the other man says, yeah, sure, it does exist. Then the first one is saying, if it does exist, could you explain what reincarnation is? Could you prove to me that reincarnation does exist, but do it in obvious and simple terms, right? Otherwise I won't believe you. And the other man said, okay, I'll explain you what is reincarnation. So, for example, you're living now, right? Yes. And then after some time you will die. Is that correct? Yeah, I'll die. And so, your body will be buried, your body will be put into the grave, right? Yes. And then, after some time, on the top of this grave, there will be some grass growing. And, after some time, there will be a cow which will come and chew the grass from the top of the grave and will turn around and live on that place. Instead of grass, it will be like a nice piece of cow dung, and will live at the graveyard. And then I will come, to visit your grave, and I will look at this piece of cow dung and I'll tell, hello buddy, nice to see you again. Haven't seen you for a while. By the way, you didn't change a bit since the last time I've seen you. So, it's a reality. Even if somebody is completely stupid and doesn't believe into any, things beyond the sense perception, one can understand that body is not worth it. It's not worth of. I mean, it's worth something. Probably it's worth like 10 or 20 quid, but not more than that, right? I don't know how much is the skeleton worth in the what is that? For the anatomy class, right? They use that stuff. So, and nevertheless, it is very hard to give up self-gratification. It is very hard to give up that propensity because illusion is so strong. What makes the body so attractive? What makes the body so beautiful? What makes the body alive? Obviously, it's the soul inside the body, and without the soul, the body has no value anymore. My spiritual master gave an analogy. He said, even some man may try to gain, favor of some beautiful woman, and then he may succeed, and he may enjoy that woman, say like dance with her in a discotheque or something like that. But then all of a sudden, say that woman will die in the process, will just drop dead. Will that man, continue his fascination with the body? He will lose interest altogether, because it's not the body he was attracted to. He was attracted to the soul. So it's the soul which makes the body attractive, which makes the body valuable at all. And why the soul is so attractive? Anyone has any idea why the soul is so attractive? Yeah, because it's part and parcel of Krishna, and therefore, if the soul is the only valuable thing in the body, really, then naturally we have to do things for the soul. rather than doing things for the body. But of course, even if someone, I mean, we can understand, in terms of materialistic life, materialists are like that. But we may ask ourselves very interesting question, where are materialistic people coming from? Because initially, there were no materialistic people. In the beginning, say in Satya Yuga, there were only devotees. Right? So where the materialistic people came from? It was a gradual process of degradation, gradual process of giving up principles of Krishna consciousness. So that's very important point for us to understand, that spiritual life, if it's not taken, if it's not practiced in a proper way, leads to materialism. I mean, we can understand how, for example, India have degraded itself. How so many people turned again Sanatana Dharma. For a very simple reason, because the representatives of Sanatana Dharma, Brahmanas, they were doing a lot of abuse. They were abusing simple people. They claimed that they're superior ones, and they didn't want to educate people. They just wanted to make people serve them. Like that. And of course, simple people, they got fed up with that abuse at some time, and they turned against Brahmins, Brahminical class. That's why Srila Prabhupada is so strong about that point, that Brahmana is not by birth, not even by the second birth, just not even by getting Brahminical thread, but by developing Brahminical qualification. That's a Brahmana. So that's why scriptures say if Brahmana doesn't have Brahminical qualities, he's no better than Shudra. But if someone has Brahminical qualities, though that person may be a Chandala, he should be accepted as Brahmana. So, and this principle is recognized by everybody. Principles of Krishna consciousness are universal, and they are recognized by every single thoughtful person on the planet, because it is Buddhi Yoga. So that's why even our Christian brothers and sisters, they say that, of course, Lord is equal towards everybody, but most probably he prefers fruits of faith over religious nuts. Like that, so. And I'm thinking that, atheism, what is atheism? It's nothing else but armed response to religious fanaticism, right? And so this, of course, puts a lot of responsibility on us. It actually depends on us fully. It depends on us what will happen to this planet, believe it or not, because we got the access to the topmost knowledge. And so we may go in three ways. We may practice it and become perfect and help other people in a grand way. We may, ignore it, just sleep during Bhagavatam class and miss it altogether, and nothing will happen, right? Theoretical knowledge didn't ever help anybody. Or we may abuse it and degrade ourselves.